Yeah. Okay, so what I was saying was like, I know they've got an Elder Scrolls MMO coming, but I mean, nothing has ever been released. One, because of price, and two, because something goes wrong. They've lost a lot, but the company. But I think they should make a like for specifically like for Skyrim a DLC or just an online section where you can be PvP and it will have like the full scale, like everything will be the same quality. It'll be an MMO, like, but without. I know they've got the Elder Scrolls one coming on online, but I meant specifically for Skyrim and set up like Skyrim and the exact thing. So it's you're playing the direct game, but with other players from around the world. I think that should just be like a little open world they should have there or something. I don't know. It's just no game's ever dared to, no
Yeah.
publishers ever dared to
Well,
take a step out of there.
I guess the thing is, it would. I can almost 100% guarantee. Once servers get really better and everyone has a top-notch computer, like, because at the moment there'd be major issues factoring like lag and stuff, and there'd have to be very few people on a server, like probably less than 40, I reckon. Because imagine if everyone was just running around in the world, hacking everyone's heads off, and there was hundreds of people on, then it'd be impossible to do anything.
Yeah, exactly. I just meant it should be like how DayZ was that mod
Yeah,
for Armored, kind of like that. It's very limited, and that's why a lot of places haven't done this, but companies. But I think like I know maybe not PC, but I know consoles. I'm talking console wise. I think it should be a open possibility,
mm.
or even for locals. Like even if it wasn't, even if it was like a local, like
Yeah. Imagine if
um
if you went
in
like
town.
co-op questing.
Exactly, or a local. You could have it set up in your anyone in your town or your area could you could just be openly into the open world, and it would just be fun. It would just be very. I reckon that'd be great. Like I've been off MMOs a long time and for reasons, but if something like that came to Skyrim and it was very controlled and very minimal servers, I think I would definitely go for that.
Yeah,
Because
just if they did it really well.
I've been off Skyrim for a while now. I'm thinking of getting back into it. I've been very tried to be very patient with Max Payne 3, and yeah, yeah.
Mm. Do you ever really play many MMOs, Mark?
I haven't. Look, you know,
No,
I wouldn't
neither.
even call them rules. For me, and we both know this. Back in the day, for us, it was RuneScape and shit. And I've
Yeah,
had my fair little tiny shot at World of Warcraft, and I couldn't stand. MMOs aren't my thing.
yeah. Trying to
I just,
fish people's passwords on RuneScape.
yeah, pretty much.
That was
Pretty
funny.
much.
Type your
Yeah.
password backwards. Then you just hack them. That was funny.
Yeah. I remember then
Anyway.
this. Yeah, then the stupid trading thing came where you could only trade 5 grand of shit.
Yeah. So, what are we really expecting in the next couple of months? Do you think anything will be majorly announced? I highly doubt it because of E3, but you never know.
Look, um on the side of thing, I know. All right, on a different topic, but at E3, Alienware Computers had their first exhibition stall set up, and I was reading something, and they have a apparently there's going to be, as I was explaining to you earlier, it's going to be a server computer, or not just Alienware doing this, but on in a general topic that other computer manufacturers are doing this. That we, when you go into like an IT building or a school or a business, whatever, you've got big server towers with big controls and plenty of wires. You got full service towers set up,
Hmm.
and this one desktop computer can be like the whole hard drive, the whole unlimited servers worth. Could be huge. It could be the main, just one big desktop computer. Could be the whole thing, and all of it's just done through an extremely fast naked Wi-Fi. And hang on one second. Sorry, take it away, Eddie. I've just got to be away for 2 seconds. Sorry.
Well, Mark was talking. He spoke to me earlier. Basically, it's a Alienware computer that has like extremely, well, good, I guess, specs, and it was designed for like a server computer. So you can imagine that like if you were to use it for gaming or something, or something, that requires a lot of
Sorry about
computer
that.
resources, then it'd be pretty freaking amazing.
Yeah, well, see, and one desktop computer could handle the whole entire server, and it's all done through an extremely fast, naked broadband, naked Wi-Fi. Didn't you think
Yeah.
yeah, well, all done through that, and with shit expanding like the 4G network that's just, hitting around, I think it's pathetic that people have to buy new phones to, I reckon they really could get 4G on stuff like iPhone 3GS or whatever, or iPhone 4, but just to buy a whole new phone for 4G service, I don't think it's very good, but stuff like that, with the technology we're seeing rising and the type of networking setup, I think we can see something big with, big computer server, and we've got home theater computers, we've got gaming computers, but server computers, well, I think it's a
Wait,
possibility, and I think it's something that's going to rise up,
can you
especially
just
from
give me
companies.
one moment, Mark? Mama. Sorry, I'm recording something. That's alright.
What?
My microphone.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's what I did.
Sorry. So
Yeah, sorry, I'm back. I just had to tie up a loose end.
yeah, nah, but so I reckon, like, especially from a company who does gaming computers like Alienware, and with the technology we're seeing from like Intel's new Ultra Thin and all that, I think the first, I don't know, what are your thoughts on everything, AD? Like, what do you see big in the computer industry, like, heading our way?
To be honest, in the next couple of years, I see, no one really having a bad computer, in a way. Like, no one's gonna have like a 2 gig or 1 gig RAM anymore, Everyone will have good computers, and just normal computers, like, for example, a fairly average computer, like 4 gig RAM, a gig graphics will just become your average computer,
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
it slowly is becoming the average computer.
And look, the thing is, they're always going to be updating. Always new technology is going to come out. Same with the networking and everything. And I think, definitely, we're going to see a lot more just come out. And people are going to update, and then something new is going to come out. I mean, look at Apple. They've been milking the iDevices for a long time. And since we've hit, smart devices, they're just milking it for every little thing they can get. And it's sucking people in to buy it. But I guess technology, people like ourselves that are really dedicated to their developers and out to buy that stuff. So technology world's never going to stop moving, and I just, yeah.
Mark, I'm gonna read out to you the specifications of this Alienware computer, and just think, one day this computer will just be
Average.
an average computer. Okay, it's $5,999 just for the tower.
Yeah.
It's Intel Core i7 3960X processor, 6 core extreme, 15 megabyte cache, overclocked up to 4.2 gigahertz.
Oh, wow.
Extremely fast.
Yeah.
Windows 7 Ultimate. Memory 32 gig RAM at 1600 megahertz. Hard drive 1 terabyte. Wow. Video card dual NVIDIA GeForce GTX 680.
Yeah. See, and that shit, can you imagine, like...
When, like, old grandmas get that as their first computer.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, time will tell how long it'll take. People saying, 10 years later, we're not going to have high technology, but the fact is, shit like this is coming around all the time. And half the people who buy it don't, like, for a full-on gaming computer, the worst you could, the best you could, I reckon you could play, like, something like Skyrim on Ultra or whatever, or play, 1080 Blu-ray videos on just 4 gig of RAM and a 2 gig graphics card or whatever. But stuff like that are for the people who aren't even planning on using it, just want to be right to the extreme. And you know what?
Yeah.
I ain't going to argue with them. That they want to spend money, keep the technology world going, and, fuck yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I completely agree. What other topics can we cover?
I guess, well, Yeah.
We could wrap it up there, I guess. It's coming up to 20 minutes. Just a bit, actually over 20 minutes.
I guess yeah. As Jake wasn't able to come in and do come online and due to technical difficulties, but now once as you know this is our second podcast fair, and you know what, there's probably no one listening to it at the moment, but when it hits up and people are going to go back and they're going to want to hear us right from the beginning.
Yeah.
Um,
Message to
you know,
people of the future.
Yeah, people, when this does, and things like this take time to build up. So whoever is listening and whoever will listen to this in a couple of weeks' time or months or whatever, and follows us, you know, things take time to build up, and thanks for support. And when things get bigger like this, Eddie and myself and hopefully Jake will be doing a lot of inside work and a bit less, maybe a bit less online podcasting. But once we have the website up and running properly, with all the updates, as you noticed, we didn't update anything last week. We need to get more of a following, but in months to come, once we've gotten a bit of a following and a bit of a Twitter follow, regularly, whenever we can, even when we're on the go, we're gonna update, do mini podcasts, like, or just mini, update our blogs, or just, micro podcasts
Mum.
whenever we can, just to keep you guys updated and, be a good source for all gaming technology. So, yeah. Any words, Eddie?
I'd just like to say thanks to everybody who has tuned in.
Sorry, you're cutting out. You're, unable to be heard right now. I can't.
Okay, well, I can hear me. And the audience can hear me.
Yeah, you're not there.
Yeah, I'm here, but anyway, doesn't matter.
Eddie.
Alright, I just
yeah, we're having
like
a
to
text
wrap it
on
up there.
my-
Alright, thanks everyone
Fine.
for watching. Mark can't hear me, and
No, I can hear
Yeah,
you now. I
right,
can
see
hear
ya.
you now. Sorry.